on the blue side, Chasing Dreams will not allow Kha'Zix, Brom, and TF. Jamie's Esports will not allow Camille. Lucian, that's understandable, and then the Galio.
And that's an auto pick onto the Corki when the Lucian gets banned. It feels to me right now in patch 2.4 that Corki and Lucian is ready to go to Dragon Laners at the moment. You could go Kai'Sa, but Kai'Sa is very well known to have a weaker laning phase, especially after the nerfs that happened in a couple of patches back. One thing to note, Ryujin really favors Wukong, so that's a very good pick for Chasing Dreams.
That was their winning pick yesterday. The Ryujin, Wukong right there. And Corki, yes, you're right, man. Very strong right now, especially with the presence of Essence Reaver. That's tailor-made for this champion, man.
Right, and on the other side, we now see Ryuken going for the Akali. Alera is still sticking with their guns. Remember, this is the team that really gets their hands on the Lee Sin first rotation. No surprises there. They're going for a more standard way of playing things by supplementing their very strong laners with the Lovers Duo in the Dragon Lane.
Yes, look at this, man. Steak for dinner tonight. Alistar is going to be here. So that's going to be the sport of Chasing Dreams. Yeah, we saw how effective... we saw how effective Alistar was last night, right?
What's with you and what's with me that every time that we cast, there is like a higher chance that Alistar gets picked, right? The other day, it was stronger. And then yesterday... No. It was actually yesterday. It was stronger, and then Rocks, and then this time around, we now have Kome from Chasing Dreams that will go for the Alistar. Now, it was mentioned yesterday by myself as well that there is a synergy already that was built over the years for the Dragon Laners of Chasing Dream. They were former teammates, so you could say that they're very, I would say, comfortable with each other, and this is a very strong laning duo. You have the Alistar and you have the Corki.
Yes, definitely. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Chasing Dreams and Jamie's Esports Game 1 is on. 3 champions here on Chasing Dreams side to clear this wave, and they should be headed towards their lane after this one. That is usually the trend in the early games. And Alistar is going to be helping the red buff take right here, and everyone is off to the lanes.
That's right. And one thing to note is Motivate was able to get information by popping the Scrying Bloom really early. They knew that Lee Sin was on the red side. That means that Cool should be safe, right? If the Lee Sin will plant himself towards onto the bottom side of things, he can still just go on and continue doing the pokes. One thing to note, this Fiora has left the Grasp of the Undying, a runestone, right? The keystone, and then now has gone for the Conqueror. I think this is the after effect of the nerf that happened.
All right, initiation at the bottom side right here. Papa Pig is gonna go for Shino himself, and it is Kome, who's already half HP down, that will be chunked down in favor of Jamie's Esports.
Totally okay with that. Alistar has a passive that allows him to sustain well, and both of them actually is still at an equal phase when it comes to laning. Pego, meanwhile, though, not on the Fizz, but still on an Assassin in the Akali. Very excited to see how this one plays out.
Yes, but it is the Ahri that's getting the better hand of the exchanges on the mid side, knowing that Akali is a melee champion, so that is to be expected. Rift Scuttlers are already taken. There is going to be a gank on the top. Rotation is going to be on point, and they are going to be able to take down the Darius. That is your first blood taken by Chasing Dreams.
This is also the same winning recipe that Chasing Dreams did right on during their win against Omega Esports. Fiora in the Baron lane, Ryujin on the Wukong, supplementing and just assisting Fiora almost 100% of the time. You could say that it was effective against Omega. They want to have a repeat performance against James Esports.
All right, a little switch of situation here on the mid side. It is going to be Pego who will... and the Charm is going to be connecting right here. So Pego is in trouble. The burn is not going to be enough to take down the Akali. So Pego will be okay. Will be forced to go back home.
And look at the rotations. They know that the mid laners has to reset. Now get the priority using your dragon laners, send them over onto the mid lane, and respond to wherever your jungler will go. Again, 4 minutes time is a go time for two objectives that will just respawn.
Yes, that is going to be 60 seconds in this game. So it's going to be very interesting who will go to who at the top side. Very spicy things happening. Good trades from Cool and the Akali on the Akali right here. On the mid side, there is just respect trades at this point, trying to get priority for both sides.
And we're still not 100% sure as to where these teams would concentrate their efforts on. Well, it's a mountain drake, so
Right.
I would say that most of the
Rift Herald?
teams would favor the Rift Herald. But on the mid side, I think there's an interaction.
There it is. Grand Entrance is going to be hitting, but that is going to be onto that support Alistar, so that will not chunk down, and they're still going to be okay. On the bottom side, there is a take on the Rift Scuttler. Ward is going to be destroyed right here, so this is good so far for Chasing Dreams. Dragon is already available, and they're gonna go for the Mountain Drake right here. This is gonna be very interesting. At the top side, solo kill. We didn't see that, but the Fiora does go down from the Darius, so Darius will have a free reign at the top side. That is pressure for Chasing Dreams. Everyone will just reset the Dragon, and there's no take at this point.
That's actually a transition waiting to happen, or an opportunity for James Esports to really just pounce on, because after that solo kill, you would be more confident in getting priority in the Baron side of things, right? In the top side of things. And
Right.
look at that. They're going to split things up. No need to be very risky
Wait.
in contesting.
Rakan goes in. That's the quickness right there. Package is going to be summoned right here by Corki on the Shino, and HP bars of Chasing Dreams are going down. Wukong is already dead, and they're not done yet. Going against Ego, though, will have to back away as he's already very low. But the root is going to be connecting right here. Let's see. Ari is going to be okay too for nothing trade so far. But here comes Lee Sin. Good sidestep by Motivate right there. But that's not going to be enough. And it is Motivate going down. That is big for Jamie's
Nowhere to go.
Esports and Corki. Nowhere to go, man. Under the turret. No, I think he's going to survive. The cavalry is here, and here comes the punish. And that is bad. Overcommit from Jamie's Esports side will reverse the situation, but Rakan will survive this time.
And don't look now, Chasing Dreams was even able to get the tower on the Baron side. However, in exchange, Jamie's Esports was able to get the mid-side tower. We have emphasized on multiple occasions the importance on the mid-side, of the mid tower. And that's a very important, especially with the composition that Jamie's Esports has right now. They have Lee Sin, they have Akali, they want to skirmish, and those choke points that would really just help them boost their lead right now, however small it may be right now.
Yes, definitely, man. Good point right there. And remember, Jamie's Esports, they still have the Rift Herald in their pocket, so they can definitely use that as an assurance for the next pressure of this map. Let's see what they are going to be doing with that.
And the tables, you're right, tables have been flipped. And the balance, I always look at the minimap whenever I'm casting or whenever I'm playing to really see where the next action will come from, or the state of the map in general. Now we know that Cool has lost a 1v1 battle against Ryuken, so they have to switch things up. Talking about Chasing Dreams, they placed Shino as the counter to Darius at the moment, right? Could change anytime soon.
Yes, definitely. Cool is on the bottom side, going up against this Akali. And somehow Akali's still winning that lane, and Cool it will just be staying under the turret. But later on, we should be expecting split push from this Fiora. Here are the shenanigans we're talking about during this time of the game. Usually, we will see aggression from both sides, looking for pickoffs, trying to turn the tide into their favors. At the top side, there's a gang up right here. Are you gonna go in? He is gonna be proto belting in. Catches two champions, but the cavalry will not be on time, so the follow-up will be late. That's a wasted entry by that Darius.
Yeah, but no commitments really on the summoner spells. I think they're both okay with just not overplaying things. But Peiko,
Right, the shroud is gonna be there, so it's gonna be a very hard task taking down this Akali, and the Wukong will just back off.
Yeah, they really need to support this Fiora. Again, we know how good Fiora is on the split push duty, and her
Mm-hmm.
scaling is very good as well. But Kome,
Uh-oh, there it is. Alistar is going to be popping things off right here. The package is going to be used for this fight. So this is in favor of Chasing Dreams so far. They take one down with nothing in exchange. So this is Chasing Dreams winning this one, and they will just get the Rift Scuttler as their reward this time. 3-4 on the board, 8 minutes in.
right, and that's one victory that Chasing Dreams would remember come the Dragon fight. They blew flashes on the side of James Esports, and they want more. On the bottom side,
Uh-oh, Akali is going to be able to hide under the turret, so he's going to be okay. Rakan is shadowing the bottom side, so Ego is not really in danger at this point, and there it is, the aggression. The charm is going to be connecting, but the re-engage by Akali is going to be on point, and the damage is going to be enough. They take down Shino, and that's a big kill, man. Windrake is now up. The Cloud Drake will be focused on by Jamie's Esports. This is going to be a 5v4 in favor of Jamie's Esports.
every third has been respawned just to get attention from Chasing Dreams. James Esports starting to feel themselves here in our game number one. Actually, both of these teams are going mano a mano and really just wants to put in a killer blow, I would say. But cool against Pago here.
Let's see. Turret is going to go down, but cool. There are two champions here, my friend. You need to get out of town, but it's not going to be enough. The cow will want to help, but it's already too late. So that is Fiora going down as Jamie's Esports will take one more objective at the top side, taking down the top turret.
Okay, so multiple turrets now in favor of Jamie's Esports. That's two for them. They also have two objectives, the Mountain Dragon and the Cloud Dragon. I wish to see the itemization that is being built here because then again, if we're looking at both these compositions, we have Pago as a potential split pusher. That's the Akali. She can survive on a 1v1 fight almost every day. And you also have the Darius that can do the same thing. But right now, Pago,
Oh, Pago is going to be targeted right here. She will go down before being able to do anything. At this point, the Alistar is going to be chunky enough and will not take damage, but the blue buff will be taken by Jamie's Esports. Good invade, man.
yeah, and not just that, they know that even if they go back, there is really no tower to go back to. On the Baron side and on the mid side, both towers are already down. That's the strength of a team that knows how to capitalize the territory that they have created for themselves. On the bot side, though, another tower is
Chaos
down.
on the bottom side. There it is. Darius taking a lot of damage. Will have to Proto Belt away, but the Wukong setup is still there. A few more pokes, and they are going to be able to take down
Double
two
kill.
champions. Double kill on the Fiora. That should be enough to get him back into this game. Let's see who will die first. It is going to be Ari, but here comes the cow going for Lyra. Lyra, though,
Safeguard.
will be quick enough and will try to survive. He does, and he is out. That is a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Chasing Dreams.
Meanwhile, Flare was just doing some damage on the top side tower. Yes, Chasing Dreams was able to get 2 kills on Cool. However, thing here is James Esports is still winning on the objectives count. 3 towers to 2 dragons, and in a couple of more minutes, we will see an all-important dragon respawn. That's the Infernal Dragon that will be available. Still, the problem for Chasing Dreams is the entry point, right? Are the entry points towards the jungle of James Esports. They are currently forced to go for defensive vision, and even those defensive visions are not really helping them so much because James Esports are just finding the right windows and opportunity to get the right person at the right time.
Yes, you're right. On the earlier point you said, man, even if Jamie's Esports lost 2 champions, remember at the bottom side, it was because of the bottom third take. That is why the Darius was in trouble. Here at the bottom side, Lyra is going to be spotted by Cool, but Lyra doesn't want any piece of that fight. Will wisely back away, so he's still okay.
Kome needs to find a very good opening, as well as Ryujin. We know how good of an engaged champion Alistar and Wukong is. So should they find, and you also have motivate. So I think Chasing Dreams is one pick away from getting the evening fight, I would say, because currently right now they're 3K gold lead down, or 3K gold down, and at the moment Motivate and Kome still has the tools to make something work for Chasing Dreams and get the lead back for themselves.
Yes. But man, look at this. Infernal Drake is already alive. Important thing to note is that there is no package for this fight. Will be apprehending the cow and will take a lot of damage. Alistar will be forced to use the ultimate right there. Good package so far, but Ari is already down in the fight. Akali though in the backlines will be able to evade that one. And that's Fiora dead, and this is bad for Chasing Dreams. They already lost 2 champions. Their HP bars are not there anymore. So Jamie's Esports, they take the bodies, they take the fight, and they take the Infernal Drake as the reward.
I think that's a poison pill that we all know what happens on our Baron laner, but Shino is probably going to go down here. Stasis was used.
All right, it's gonna be okay. The cow is there,
safe.
so good job by Kome for the save right there, man.
Right, so again, going back to that fight, I was paying close attention as to what Fiora would bring onto that fight, and yeah, he did his part in trying to target and kill Sir, similar to what he was doing yesterday and when he was trying to reach time lapse. However, in this particular case, we know we know Saya as a self-peel champion that can just pop her ultimate and he will be a-okay. So this is going to be very difficult for Chasing Dreams to force a fight. I think for now, if they want to come back in this particular game, they have to get picks, be content with it, and make sure that Pool will just scale up on the side lanes.
Yes, definitely. And yeah, that's where Fiora usually fall off on team fights. She's not very strong during the team fights compared to other champions, other Baron laners compared to the Darius who can bruise things out in the fight. So yeah, one of the strengths of Fiora though is the split push, and I think that was the original plan right here. Just that Fiora fell off in the early game, so it is challenging, a very challenging task for Chasing Dreams at least at this point.
Right, and Papa Pig and the rest of the James Esports squad are doing a very good job in protecting and peeling for their Dragon laner in there. Pego, again, was a very good assassin player on his Fizz, even more effective on this Akali. So I'm just excited to see more of this from James Esports. Right now, they are 5K gold ahead and 3 dragons up. So relatively, I think they're close to 8,000 gold in terms of value.
Right, definitely. And especially we are already entering the late game part. That Infernal Drake buff is in percentage. So the more damage items you have, the bigger that buff is. So this is very scary indeed for Chasing Dreams. I think the Dreams right now is starting to become a nightmare.
Oh, okay, I did not expect that. But on the top side, I think there is a 1v1 skirmish happening. Fiora trying to outdo the Darius, but it's currently not being shown. There you go.
There are 3. Oh no! Wait, he was able to take down Darius 1 for 1, but I think that was a win right there, man. That was a 3 versus 1, and he was still able to take 1. So they will take that win. But Lyra at the bottom side again, another objective taken, and Kome will not be able to do anything about that turn.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Right now, though, has access to the package. I wonder if he will use it right away, or if he would just leave it for the side for an all-important fight or an objective, because right now I don't see Jamie's Esports forcing a Baron as of yet. We all know that a very well-placed charm or a very good engage from Ryujin or Kome plus the baggage can just spell disaster for the side of Jamie's Esports. So they're going to play it safe. They're very well ahead. They know it, right? They could wait for the Elder Dragon, have an Elder Dragon win condition as well on the table for themselves. So no need to rush things, and they will just continue to be patient.
Yes, definitely. That's going to be spawning in the next 20 seconds. So pressure is on by Chasing Dreams. Here is a reaction from Chasing Dreams on the bottom side, and fight breaks loose. We are already very low. The apprehend is going to be connecting onto the cow, but Alistar will be tanky enough, will not go down, and no deaths so far from this skirmish. Jamie's Esports will wisely back away. They will just take this red buff at the very least, there it is. Infernal Drake is already up. Lyra
Oh.
has plans, but that was red right
Wait.
there. So GA is going to be popped. That is Grand Entrance not hitting right here, and this is a good window for Chasing Dreams. But let's see if they are going to be able to capitalize on that little window that they had earlier. James Esports will just disengage.
Did Motivate just save the game with that charm? I think he did, right? Because
Right.
with how it was all positioned, right? The Elder Dragon just respawned, and they know that the ultimates, key ultimates on Kome, on Ryujin are on cooldown. Pool also did have to burn his flash. So right now, though, Chasing Dreams is in a very
Right.
peculiar position. But James Esports wants this dragon. This is the fourth dragon for James Esports.
Papa Pig has the ultimate. Ultimates are available right here. Here comes the fight right here. Alistar is going to be on the front lines. Already half HP
Oh.
down, but will be very tanky enough at the back lines. Fiora is already low, and that Akali is putting on a clinic right now. Good job by Pago. Shino will be left to cry for his team as they get obliterated in that fight. Jamie's Esports, we don't need the Elder Drake for this win. They are going to be brute forcing their way in, and only Shino to defend this. That's not going to be enough, my friend. And this is game one, Jamie's Esports.
First win for